Social Darwinism is defined as the belief that certain individuals amass power and wealth due to innately superior traits, such as intelligence or ambition. It essentially was an ideology that attributed poor conditions of the lower class solely to their inferior traits and ignored other factors such as systematic oppression and socioeconomic status. Some key figures in this ideology include Charles Darwin, Herbert Spencer, Thomas Malthus, William Graham Sumner, and Sir Francis Galton. To provide some historical context, Charles Darwin was a scientist in the 1800s who proved theories of survival of the fittest and the struggle for existence in the context of biological science. Darwin published these ideas in his 1859 book On the Origin of Species. When conveying his findings, Darwin utilized popular concepts that Herbert Spencer, a sociologist, and Thomas Malthus, an economist, had used to describe society. The Gilded Age was a period of time in the mid to late 1800s in which America was beginning to experience a lot of materialism, political corruption, and increased industrialism. During this time, there was a lot of social discourse surrounding how to address the growing problems that came with a more industrial society, such as excessive working hours, horrific labor conditions, lack of proper sanitation and shelter, and more. There were two fields of thought: that the government and institutions needed to implement systems to help those at a disadvantage due to factors out of their control, and that those at a disadvantage were in these poor conditions as a result of their innately inferior qualities and deserved these conditions and needed to be eliminated from society. Herbert Spencer, a sociologist at the time, applied Darwin's findings to the laissez-faire principles, which promoted capitalism without government restraint during the Gilded Age. He also believed that learned qualities such as morality could be passed from generation to generation genetically. He saw laws that assisted the disadvantaged, such as the working and lower class during this time period, as a delay to the extinction of the unfit. Another important figure who promoted social Darwinism was William Graham Sumner, who used it as a justification for his beliefs in individual competition for land and status. He was against programs like welfare state, which served to help the middle and lower class because he believed that they deserved these conditions as a result of their innate inferiority. Finally, Sir Francis Galton was an important figure at the time who used social Darwinism to justify the practices of eugenics. He was against mental asylums and welfare programs for the same reason as William Graham Sumner. Social Darwinism allowed for the mistreatment of the working and lower classes during the Gilded Age. Both social Darwinism and the American dream promote ideas which do not take into account factors such as systematic oppression on the road to success.